Hi, welcome back to the channel. So you booked your first Royal Caribbean cruise? Congratulations, you're going to love it. Now what though? If this is your first cruise, or even if it's been a while, you may be wondering, what do you do next? Do you need airfare? Do you need a hotel? Should you buy the drink package? What about excursions? And when exactly can you check in? In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to do, from the day you booked your cruise until the day you stepped on board. So let's get started. Let's begin by downloading the Royal Caribbean app. So the first thing you should do is download the Royal Caribbean app. This app is your best friend before and during your cruise. You're going to use it to view your reservation, check in for your cruise, book excursions, purchase drink packages, purchase the internet package, reserve specialty dining, view deck plans, manage your cruise countdown, and once you're on board, you're going to use it to determine what's going on and where you want to be, what activities you want to take part in. Once the app is installed, spend a little time just getting to know it, exploring it, seeing what's there. Step 2, deciding what kind of cruise you want. Now it's time to think about your vacation. Ask yourself, what do I want this cruise to be? A relaxing getaway, an adventure, a foodie experience, a beach vacation? That helps to determine what extras you may want to purchase. For example, there's a drink package. Do you drink enough to justify the drink package? Remember, the drink packages can include cocktails, beer, wine, soda, specialty coffee, bottled water, and even protein shakes. Some people save money with the package. Others spend less paying as they go. What about the internet package? Do you need internet? Ask yourself, can I be disconnected for a week? Or do I need to stay connected with family, work, or social media? Step 3, specialty dining or included dining. Royal Caribbean includes plenty of food options in your cruise fare. The main dining room is included, so you can go there for breakfast, sometimes lunches, and especially for dinner. It's a very nice, relaxing, upscale event. There's also the Windjammer Buffet, which is included. And there's several other quick service venues that are also included. But there's also specialty dining that cost extra. So those include Chops Grill, Izami, Jamie's Italian, Hook Seafood. If you're a foodie, you may want to budget for a specialty dining package. If not, many cruisers are happy, perfectly happy, with eating only included food. You have to determine which you are. Step 4, booking airfares and hotels. If you're flying into your cruise port, I strongly recommend you arrive the day before your cruise. Why? Because things happen. Flights get delayed, flights get canceled, luggage gets lost. Weather causes problems. And here's the important part. The ship will not wait for you. So if you're flying in the same day and your flight is delayed, your vacation could be over before it begins. Take my advice and arrive at least one day early. Book a hotel. Enjoy a relaxing evening before embarkment day. The peace of mind is worth it. Sometimes when it's winter months and there may be snow where you're coming from, I give myself 2 days, because you never know if there's going to be a snowstorm. Step 5, watch for sales. Here's something many first-time cruisers don't realize. Royal Caribbean regularly discounts drink packages, internet packages, specialty dining, and even excursions. The best prices are often available before you cruise. And here's a great trick. If you purchase something and later see a lower price, You can cancel your original purchase and rebook it at the lower price. I do this all the time. There's a fantastic free tool, and that's called royalpricetracker.com. It'll monitor the prices and notify you when the price drops. This can save you a surprising amount of money. Step 6. Shore excursions versus independent excursions. Now let's talk about shore excursions. You have two choices. The first option is book through Royal Caribbean. There's a lot of advantages to this. The biggest one is the ship will not leave without you if your excursion runs late. Excursions automatically adjust if your ship arrives to port late. I was on a ship that had to stop because there's a law at sea that if someone's in trouble, you have to stop to help them. And so we were arrived 4 hours later. So all the excursions that would have been booked through Royal Caribbean were adjusted. It's an easier booking process, and there's less research required on your side. But the disadvantages is it's often more expensive, and there's larger groups. So option 2, that would be book independently. The advantages are it's often less expensive. There's smaller groups and more unique experiences. The disadvantage, more planning is required. And you're responsible for getting yourself back to the ship on time. Personally, when I explore independently, I like to be back an hour and a half to 2 hours before the ship sails, before you have to be on board. Because things happen. Traffic happens, road closes, buses break down, things go wrong. Don't cut it close. There are excursion companies with back-to-ship guarantees. If you're booking independently, then there's several excellent companies that offer a back-to-ship guarantee. If their tour causes you to miss the ship, they can help cover transportation and lodging to your next port. Some of the best companies include Shore Excursion Group, one of the most popular cruise excursion companies with comprehensive coverage. I've used them in the past and they have been great. Of course, I've never missed my ship. Viter. Their worry-free shore excursions provide protection if your tour returns late. I've used this one as well with great success. Two other ones that have really good ratings are Venture Ashore. This one offers vetted tours and a strong return to ship guarantee. And lastly, we'll talk about Project Expeditions. It offers guaranteed on-time return on designated cruise excursions. But always read the details of the guarantee before booking. There's several other ones out there. Sometimes I like to explore alone, in which case I always give myself a couple of hours to be back on the ship just to make sure that I am on board early enough. And there's also other ones that I've used in the past that may or may not have the ship guarantee. So just explore, but use caution when you're booking them. I have found that booking off the ship, usually I have had better excursions, but I've had good excursions from the ship too. So do your research and decide which is right for you. Step 7, passports, visas, and entry requirements. Next, make sure your travel documents are ready. You'll need a valid passport, and it needs to have at least 6 months on it. Or sometimes there's other approved identification, and sometimes on different itineraries, especially ones that are leaving from the U.S. and returning to the U.S., they may be permitted on your itinerary. If you're cruising international, you may also need visas, electronic travel authorizations, and entry permits. So some examples are the United Kingdom. They have an ETA. European ETIAS, when implemented, which is going to be in late 2026, will be required as well. But various countries have country-specific visas. Check the requirements well in advance. The good news, most applications are straightforward and completed online. Step 8, Final payment and price checking. Your final cruise payment is generally due 90 days before sailing. Before final payment, watch your cruise price. If the fare drops before your final payment, contact your travel agent or Royal Caribbean directly. Depending on the fare type, you may qualify for a price adjustment. Never assume that the lower price will be applied automatically, because it just won't. Step 9, check-in day. It's finally here. One of the most important dates is the check-in day. Royal Caribbean opens check-in approximately 45 days before sailing. The window opens at midnight, local time of your departure port. For example, if your ship sails from Miami, check-in opens at midnight Eastern time. Why do you want to check in early? Because embarkment times fill up quickly. The earliest boarding slots often disappear within minutes. My favorite strategy is select and skip. At midnight, log into the app, select your arrival time, and save it. Then return later to do all of the other things that you need to do, such as upload your passport information, upload your security photo, complete all the required forms, and this lets you secure an early arrival time before everyone else. You're also going to need to provide an emergency contact. Just follow the prompts. The process is very easy. Step 10, embarkment day. Now this is the exciting part. It's cruise day. Before you leave your hotel, complete any questionnaires. Double check your travel documents, verify your boarding pass, then head to the port. Most people use Uber, Lyft, taxi, hotel shuttle. Arrive at your assigned arrival time. It's really important. If you arrive at a different time, you may not be allowed to board at that time. At the terminal, you'll be showing your documents, completing the security screening, checking in, and boarding the ship. And just like that, your cruise vacation begins. Preparing for a cruise isn't difficult. The key is simply knowing what to do and when to do it. Download the app, book airfare and hotels, watch for package sales, plan your excursions, check your documents, complete check-in, and enjoy the countdown to your vacation. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's the next Royal Caribbean ship you're sailing on? Happy cruising, and I'll see you on board. And remember, if not now, when?